I want to switch it to I want to go back 3 years ago. Do you remember 3 years ago, Mr. Celico, Mr. Gagnier, and Mr. Overton were on the town council, and Michelle Buck put her resignation in. And I wanted to say, which councilor said this? Listen to these words. This was a quote from that night. In the corporate world, when a CEO resigns, they are let go immediately, and someone is appointed as an interim CEO. And there is logic to that. It is best practice to let a CEO go immediately upon resignation and appoint an interim. Name that hypocrite. Mr. Overton, do you know who said that? You all said it. Mr. Celico, Mr. Gagnier, and Mr. Overton wanted to get rid of Michelle Buck right away. Had the votes. You voted her out. Mr. Celico didn't want her to take part in any part of the discussions for a new town manager, an interim. Told her she could sit in, but she'd have no input. Just watched it today. But now, 3 years later, what happened in the corporate world, Mr. Overton? Did it change? It's no longer the best practice for the CEO to resign immediately? Or is it just a different person? Derek Kennedy's staying on. He's firing people. Same with Tammy Laughlin is retired, and she's firing people. It's outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. And Parker's going to come back to bite you in the butt. That man was run out for the wrong reasons, and you all know it. So I don't know why you allow Derek Kennedy to be in the position of picking an interim. He's directing it to people he wants to keep on, to keep up the corruption in this town, and also why you haven't let him go right away. Celico, Gagnier, and Overton should be jumping up and down like they did with Michelle Buck, that this man needs to go, and he needs to go right away. But they're not. No longer they feel that way. So that would be that is all I have to say. But I have one more thing about, I don't think you should be allowing him to fire people at this stage of the game when he's on his way out. Now, you're not listening, but it doesn't matter, because Parker is going to come back, and you're all going to be embarrassed by that. That's it. Thank you.